mic with Mike.
On the mic with Mike.
On the mic with Mike.
I'm on the mic with Mike. He's like a guru.
No, he's a businessman with a great radio show.
And he supports the nonprofits.
Watch, go, and grow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program around. Well, you know what we do. We bring the game changers into you. I left the light on, and a good friend came back to the program. This person knew me before I was on the mic with Mike or Mike King Biz. I was just strictly Mike King. I got the one and only Erica J here with me. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was waiting. Okay. So we've been rolling from TV to down WNTW down in Chester over to the conservative station here. We are here on ESPN now. Give everyone what the Erica J story is and who you are and what you do.
Hello, everyone. I am who they call Erica J Fitness here in Richmond, Virginia. I own the Erica J Fitness facility off of Laburnum. And I also own my new therapy studio, downtown Richmond, Ejuvenate.
Downtown Richmond. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of these were dreams when we talked in the past. How did Ejuvenate work? How did that come to be?
Ejuvenate is a story in its own. I can go many ways, but I'll kind of keep it cute and short. So Ejuvenate came about with some personal things going on in my life. I was suffering from some health issues. Yes, fitness trainers, we have health issues as well. I was suffering with some health issues and going back and forth to the doctor, but things were just not working out. And so I wanted to kind of go a more natural route and things like that. So I knew I needed to stretch. So I went online and like 2-3 in the morning, just scrolling and things like that. And I found a woman by the name of Sarah Mariano. She is actually Russell Wilson's stretch therapist. So I looked her up, inboxed her and was like, hey, I need to learn your technique. And next, you know, I was in DC taking her second class ever. And I got my certification in stretch therapy. So now I need a facility to facilitate this. So a wonderful girlfriend of mine who owns a nail salon, K-Tish Lyons, she was leaving her salon and I took it over immediately. And then I opened up Ejuvenate and turned it not only into a stretch therapy, but to a complete full healing therapy studio where we have meditation, Reiki, massage therapy, stretch therapy, spiritual counseling, anything that you could possibly need for healing services. I offer that at Ejuvenate.
So Ejuvenate was birthed out of Erica hard charging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Erica, you, as I always say, you are not the typical, you keep it real.
Right.
So one of the things I have to say to you, like I say to other people, who saves the caregiver? Because you guys won't save yourself until you have to go find somebody and open up Ejuvenate.
Right.
Because you kept going.
Unfortunately, we burn ourselves out. And actually, it was necessary. This hasn't happened just once to me, so I'm hard-headed and I feel like I can handle everything. I could take care of everything. And my body was like, no, you can't. And so it took for my body to say enough is enough for me to actually finally become a little bit more vulnerable and say, hey, I need help.
Because you run everything.
I run absolutely
You run everything and you control everything.
I control everything. Relinquishing control. I learned that for the year of 2021.
How'd it work out?
It's working wonderful.
Okay,
Yeah.
There we go. So besides doing the business thing, you're doing the mom thing.
I am really doing the mom
And
thing.
you know, and seeing it from a distance, it looks pretty cool. You know, you got the thing going on. It's funny when you go over the course of time I've seen you, you start out with a little one.
Right.
Little one grows and grows, and now she's standing
13 and
side by side with you.
Yeah.
How has it been coming through the pandemic, and what's changed you as a mom? What you've learned and grown with?
The pandemic, I mean, actually was a great thing for us. It slowed me down. Us parents who are entrepreneurs, we think that, running these businesses and allowing our children to allowing them to watch us run these businesses, teaching them something, instilling, discipline and power and strength and all these things. But when the pandemic came, I got to sit down and I got to really reconnect with my child and being a mother. And I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my childhood interests and just my way of momming, because before all I was doing is running a business and fitting my child in there somewhere. And once I sat down, I was like, I did not like that. Now I restructure everything around my child's life and it works so much smoother, much better.
Because we had a conversation before when you had said there were a lot of things you didn't know. You didn't know.
I didn't know what I needed to know. And then COVID came
and then set you down.
and set me down.
But the thing was, it didn't just set you down.
Right.
It set everybody
It
down.
said we needed that reset.
We did.
Yeah. It's all about perspective.
It
Yeah.
is all about perspective, especially from people
Right.
who are hard charging,
Right.
who are visionary. You are there. People do not come to you for the sugar coating.
No, they do not.
No, they do not.
No.
No, they don't. Well, if they do, they didn't know what they was asking for. But you're clear about letting people know what time it is.
Yeah.
You know, and you also big with community. So
Yes.
the fitness studio, it's always hasn't been, the name says Erica J Fitness, but the people who are there own it.
It's home. It just happened to have my name on top of it.
But those people are the ones who make the magic
They
happen.
make the magic happen. They make the decisions. They tell me how it needs to be ran. You can't be an entrepreneur trying to dictate everything. You have to listen to your clientele. They will tell you and understand when you listen to them and you put those things in place, your business will kind of run itself.
Okay, so you're going along. Some health issues happen.
Yeah.
Got to step to the side.
Yeah.
What do you think when you figured, okay, I'm going to open this new business? Did you ever think about, all right, I'm just going to take a chill and take a break?
When I opened the second business, no, I still didn't think I was going to take this break. But opening a healing therapy room studio, I had actually in the midst of creating the studio, I was learning so much about myself and I was learning that I needed to take a break. It's a calming place. So I was able to create it, but I got more in touch with myself at the same time and everything just started to make sense.
So it does make sense. So we've had this conversation before, and you know I'm a big fan of California and West Coast.
Yes,
Let's talk about, so you, as you say, you're a Cali girl.
I am.
Let's talk about what that mindset is. So now here people see the hard charging Erica J,
Mhm.
giving it to, giving it to me straight, no chaser, all of that.
Right.
But underneath there's a person who understands a different mindset.
I am extremely free spirited and laid back when I'm home. Nothing else matters but me and relaxation and enjoying just life and my surroundings and nature and socializing with people and good food and just being present in your life when I'm back at home. It's not go, go, go. It's sit and just enjoy.
So the go is the business aspect to
Yeah.
keep that thing going.
Right.
Okay. So when you're out there, you see younger people, I know people hit you up all the time. Could you give me some advice? What's when you see a person, they come up to you, say, hey, can you help me with this business, whether it's a business model, whatever it is, what is it that you see? Number one thing, you just look at them and like, you need to stop doing that thing right now.
Doubting yourself, negative self-talk, and only taking advice from people who have made it.
Oh, don't listen to the haters.
No, you can take advice from the ones that have made it, but also pay attention to the ones who've made the mistakes.
And get some else. So you don't have to go down that same road of
Exactly.
making those mistakes.
Exactly.
When we were standing in the hall, okay, it's Mike King, Erica J here. We got some folks on Instagram.
Mhm.
So when we were standing in the hallway at NBC 12,
Mhm.
you told me you were going to do something.
Mhm.
When you opened the fitness center out there on Laburnum, when did you know you had something?
You know what? I think I kind of took it for granted. I didn't know I had something until I survived COVID.
You had been around for a long
It
time.
didn't matter. A lot of times you jump into your business, you're just going and trying to survive it. And then once COVID came and it makes you sit down and realize the things that you did not take care of or put in place to survive and you make it through, that's when you know, hey, I got something here.
Okay, how can people find Erica J Fitness out
You
there?
can find me at my address, 5209 South Laburnum Avenue. My contact number is 804-239-9390. Email address, ericajfitness@gmail.com.
All right, so it's the treadmill. It's that business landscape. I always call it the battlefield of business. Erica J found an off ramp. Okay, you did. You looked up and said, okay, been going 100 miles an hour.
I'm slowing down.
You're going to slow down. So now, what is that like? What did it come to get to that point?
I wanted to focus more on healing and a specific type of clientele. And then I was looking around Richmond and looking at the youth, and I wanted to open up my facility to them now. And so now we are restructuring Erica J Fitness this year to where I will only work with certain clients. I'm going from full-time to part-time, and I will be opening my facility to Richmond trainers, instructors to now grow their services.
A place that you used to be one of them.
I used to be
You used
one
to
of
be a
them.
hired gun. You'd out there
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about? I remember I'm just out there minding my business. I see Erica J gets a vehicle.
My little green bug.
Kind of big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Okay, let's talk about why that's a big deal and what happened with it.
Oh, so I am not a car girl, so I'll drive anything, doesn't matter. But my car was just to take me through the ringer. And so
And you made some of the stories public with
I always make my
yeah,
stories public.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
I
You-
tell it all. Why
yes. And I've had a conversation with you as your
Yeah.
dad, like,
not? Yeah.
Erica, exactly.
I like to be relatable.
Yes.
So my
and you-
car kept breaking down. And so it was like, you got to do this thing. So I went to CarMax and found this little green car. And I was like, oh, perfect. Well, we got to make this thing make sense, though. We're going to have to get a business vehicle. But also, my kid's 13. In the next couple of years, she's going to need a car. So there's a reason behind everything I do. So I went and got a little cheap little vehicle. We have our first business vehicle, and the kid is going to have a car. And I'll go get my little vehicle later.
Everybody wins. Everybody
wins. I think it through.
You do
I do,
that. All righty.
always.
So what's next for Erica J, and how can people help and support you out there?
What's next for Erica J? Right now, like I said, we're rebranding, reinventing Erica J Fitness to help everyone and anyone in the community, not just women. We'll be branching out, helping men as well, the youth, our senior citizens. There's no category area that I'm not going in as of right now. We'll be going virtual. We'll be turning the studio more into a gym environment, a very exclusive private gym facility. And also Ejuvenate will be growing, but I can't share that just yet.
How are you gonna come on here and tell me you got something?
Oh,
Okay.
I'll be ready.
You know what,
Mike.
ladies and gentlemen, that's called a media tease. That's the way you do it. Mike is here, Erica is here. We'd like to thank you for coming in. It is always a pleasure. All right, so your attire right there.
Yeah.
Now I've watched Bridesmaids a number of times. I see you rocking the dress with the pockets.
I love pockets.
Can you explain now, as a man, what is it with a dress and pockets?
Because you can put your hands in your pockets.
It's
What do you mean?
it's that easy.
It's really that
But
simple.
why are you guys putting their hands in their pockets? I see you ready to twirl.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
just-
comfort. It's like having that blanket on when you're at home, just chilling.
Okay.
My hands are in my pockets.
Because I remember Bridesmaids when she put the dress on and she just like, hey, that's
It has
pockets.
pockets.
And she started doing that same dance. I was just wondering. Okay, Mike is here, Erica. We'd like to thank you for coming in. It's
Oh,
always a
thank you,
pleasure.
guys.
You know, you've been with me all along the way.
I'm gonna be around. Mike.
I understand, but you're sort of stepping off the treadmill and going over and doing the mommy
I'm
thing.
passing the torch.
That's
yeah.
right, there with the teenager.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Yeah.
on that.
Thank you.
All righty, on the mic with Mike, ESPN Richmond. Got to go. Take care, folks.
Thank you. Did we do it? Good timing, Mike. Good timing. Sorry, go get the kid.
So Erica,
What's
this
up?
is Marcus.
Hi, Mike.
He does voiceovers and a number of different things.
I might
He's
need
the-
you for my website that we're redoing.
He is.
Yeah.
He's the guy, and he's doing a lot of things, and sort of like coming in. You know how shit
Yeah,
works with
yeah.
me and us.
Yeah.
People show up. You know, I've gotten lucky with this thing right
Yeah,
here. It
you
should
never
turn
read
into
it.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, I never thought this was. I don't talk to people I don't know. People like, oh, I see everywhere. Like, you know, a few good pictures to do.
Right.
I'm at the crib. Like, my wife is messing with me now. Like, where you at? Shit, woman.
Oh, wait a minute.
I went out 3 nights last week
Uh-huh.
to go do things.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, yo, 62 years old. Shit, I'm tired.
You're kicking it, Mike. Stop.
It's
Mike
my
ain't going
granddaughter-
nowhere.
it's my granddaughter's birthday today.
Okay.
Oh, congratulations.
You know, I said I would have been a great girl dad. I had
Oh,
2
you don't have
sons
any girls.
and 3 grandsons, and then the girl hit.
All the boys. Oh, she
That-
rotten, huh?
Ooh, that girl
She
shit is
running.
hard.
Yeah. Girls are something else.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm 1 minute I'm the man. 5 minutes later, she got the look. I'm trying to buy this shit right here. I'm gonna, bribe her with all
Uh-huh.
kinds of stuff.
That's my daughter's father all day. Like, I'm the disciplinary, but he's not doing any of that.
Yeah, I can't.
He can't. He's like, I just can't do that thing.
No, it's
Yeah.
hard. You're like,
Yeah. And they know how to work it. They're
It's
real
looking
manipulators.
like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, all of them. My 3 grandkids.
Mhm.
They're like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, I tell people, you know what your grandkids are gonna be?
Uh-huh.
The shit that your kids didn't like about
I
you.
believe it.
That's exactly what it is. Grandkids just running off at the mouth.
Yeah.
I can't tear
But
her
these
ass.
new generation ones do go off. My daughter raised her voice at me the other day for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did? So I was one to karate chop her in the throat. But I stood there and I said,
It's her
first. It's her first. She thinks she grown moment.
yeah, and I stood back and I said, what was that? Yeah. Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. And she was
See,
like,
You put the chair
try
down
me
and-
again.
But see, that's the difference between mom saying,
My mama-
"Do that." That's what, see, I did that
I
to
would
my
have got
kids.
told
You
off.
can't do that shit to these kids. They got a
No.
union. These little
They
kids.
do.
Exactly, and they know.
They do.
And they-
But you got to scare them a different kind of
But
way.
no, you know what? My son and his ex-wife, they believe that free parent, range parent.
No,
shit.
I ain't that.
And
We ain't
I'm
doing all
like,
that free range stuff, but I know my scare tactics. Like one day my daughter got in trouble. Who was at Target? You know how I scared her? I ain't never experienced it before. I dropped her off under a tree at Target and drove off.
Oh shit. No, Erica,
I saw
stop.
her. I mean, I was in a corner at Target. She was standing like this. And I called her dad and I called my friend. It's like, go get